So B's, hopefully you had an opportunity to paraphrase. C's, you are going to share what you noticed about the alignment. C's, only facts. Only facts. You're not going to say, no, you did a really good job. Just facts. When you said this, the reaction was this. Here were the beamers. Here, that's it. Just the facts. So no putting in your opinion or putting in any of your own thinking. Just what did you notice about the alignment that's factual. So go ahead and share with A and B what you noticed.
So what I noticed was not, well, I would say opposing concerns. So generally able to what I noticed reviewing segments of the sort of remodeled that. One of the other things that I noticed was, one of my wonders was, paraphrasing careful. On the one hand, you were doing this way, but on the other hand, you were doing this way. So I think what I was looking at is, your role is to fulfill happiness. And not but you started technology.
So you're going to get up and change chairs.
Or
Just rotate, doesn't matter.
First thing do you work like you do one and then two running out?
You want to look at
Okay, just asked.
So just as a reminder, the chair, now whatever chair you're sitting in is what your role is. So you're no longer A, B, or C, what you were in the first round. Now you're what the chair was. So C, I think you're A, right? And Meg is B. So here are the directions for this round.
So this time, same thing. The new A is going to talk about something with a slight edge and 3 short bursts. So each time that A talks, you're speaking in that series of 3 bursts.
B, you're going to paraphrase once again for posture and gesture, this time intonation as well. So if A is animated, then you're going to bring yours up a little bit. If A is subdued, you're going to have your voice be subdued as well.
And then C, same thing. You're going to observe what happens when B is paraphrasing A.
And once again, you're just keeping going. So A, there should be no questions asked. So after B paraphrases A, think of 3 more short bursts to share until we call time. And there are the 3 bursts.
So am I supposed to go 1, 2, 3 paraphrase or 1 paraphrase?
So, as we get ready for this school year, I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. Because one of the major areas that I flipped it over because I didn't keep looking at it. Grapple with my faculty is just reading.
So some big
Sometimes it helps to just oh, it's flooding.
I feel like it's not on my
I need to replace my socks. You're really close to right now. One day she comes in and Yeah, they're really good. They're really good.
Our department.
It's his last week at the office, so he's gonna
Very much
have
so. Strong teachers, what they value, what their belief systems are.
She's stuck in a routine. She's gonna take the train home. And now there's somebody working on the engine of the train with a cigarette in his mouth. Oh, Lordy.
Says vulnerable, dully. Why do I have this? Why do I have this?
That's a problem. That's a problem. Right on track.
I'm sure you.
C's. This is your opportunity to share what you noticed. Remember, you're sharing just the facts, not your inferences, just the facts of what you saw around posture, gestures, and now intonation.
In that alignment piece.
I love Leona. I love her. I don't need to read the rest of it, but she's been, yeah. She's cousins or sisters with, in Del Terrace, Lisa Pilson. In Lisa Pilson. I love Lisa Pilson as well. She has a very original personality. Very
Okay. You're going to change chairs again. So rotate.
So you should be going to the chair you have not sat in yet.
Here are the directions for this round.
We're mixing it up a little bit for this round.
So A, once again, you're in the A chair. You're going to talk about something with a slight edge, personal or professional. Remember, the pattern is 3 short bursts, then B will paraphrase, and then you can give 3 short bursts again and continue.
B, you are going to paraphrase, same 3 things as before, posture, gesture, intonation, and make sure you are labeling an emotion for this one. And you haven't, maybe you've done that in the past, but really make sure you're listening for whatever emotion there is, and make sure you label that emotion. Here's the twist.
So since B is labeling that emotion, A, just for practice, you're going to resist a little bit of the alignment. So some of that initial sign off, and some of us are very agreeable to that first paraphrase. Resist a little bit this time.
The way that might sound is, not really. Okay?
And then C, you're going to observe what happens with the alignment. Now you're watching that posture, gesture, intonation, labeling of the emotion, and what happens a little bit when they resist.
And keep going until we call time.
Anyways, and they all kind of confided in me on the side, but when she left that room, so it made it really good. She's been able to do that. A little difficult to work with because schools, you have to be like, you have to know what you want and stick to it and be directed in order to make it right. So again, sometimes we're going to go there. Again, in a bubble. So leading is like the main. You guys are cool. Okay, yeah. Super cool. So bubbly. So yeah. She'll be a great addition to the team. Cool. How to set up sorry for Kathleen, executive director, right? Then Lisa, director, right? And then Lisa or Leona. So they'll be, I think, Lisa and Leona. Lisa Barrow and Leona. Yeah, because they'll both be directors. And then under those two, then there's Bay under. So Bay is under. So right now, all the coordinators. Is that true? Yeah, I guess all the coordinators technically fall under Lisa, including me. So Lena would be under this.
C's, share your observations from this class.
And remember, C's is just the facts, not your personal observations, not your opinion, just the facts. What did you notice about that alignment?
To be honest, I should know. Like, how family business on this one. So, so I don't really have a character. So this person would be like Nina. Thing was in this role before. And then somebody was in it. I cannot believe Nina Thomas can go for it. I'm shocked. I thought for sure, but as soon as you saw that, I saw that happen. Oh, this is going to be announced. It's going to be Nina Thomas. I would have thought so too. I do feel like there's a lot of influence, and I'm making sure that I don't want to be
So A's, what was that like to resist aligning?
It felt a little contrived because the paraphrase is pretty good. But at the same time, like you're thinking of a direction, it kind of helped my thinking around the initial statement. Like, well, it actually is something there that's a little bit separate from what we were talking about, and so I was able to push back. So it was like a little bit contrived because I really had to then think and try to find a place where it didn't match. But then it also supported my thinking because there really is a place that is a little bit separate from the other topics going on.
And thank you for engaging in that, because obviously speaking in 3 short bursts is also a little bit contrived, but the point is to isolate that experience. Anyone else?
So when Monica resisted and she said that's not what she was trying to say, it threw me out of balance. And I used the same, I again said you're upset, which I've already told her before. So it didn't let me come up with immediate, like I couldn't think of another word that could.
And after break, we're going to talk a little bit about that, how sometimes you're in the ballpark, but you're not quite at the level that they're describing, and we'll talk a little bit about how you can do that as the coach.
How many A's was it hard to resist that alignment? Yeah, it's hard when someone captures your emotion. Did anyone just forget and say yes, and then be like, oh, but no. Like that. That usually happens where someone will go, yes, no. Just because when someone captures your emotion, you feel so heard. It feels so validating, and it's so hard to resist coming into alignment when someone captures your emotion. So a lot of the existing state is capturing that emotion. And so after break, like Jenny said, that's really where we're going with this, is how do you capture the right emotion? So we'll take a 15-minute break. It's 10:12, so we'll come back at 10:27. And you can go back to your original seats.
I feel like we haven't,
Feels that way?
that we haven't.
And then I guess you go back to that and you find ways to.
Send me a text.